Donald Trump is on the brink of an historic legal showdown amid growing speculation that the former president is about to be indicted again. In Washington, Special Counsel Jack Smith appears to be gearing up to charge Trump for a second time, while in Georgia, fencing is being put up around the court ahead of a potential indictment there. And if that wasn't enough, there's been a major development in the Mar-a-Lago classified documents investigation.
Another day, another anxious wait for Donald Trump, seemingly on the brink of a third indictment. His lawyers meeting with the Department of Justice in a last-ditch attempt to try to prevent what most believe is inevitable. It's all to do with Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election and his actions around the January 6 Capitol riots. Today, he took to social media, writing that his attorneys had a productive meeting with the DOJ. The show of bravado comes after an online rant about being the subject of a target letter and ongoing criticism of those who dare investigate him.
We have prosecutors that are evil people. These are evil people, deranged. I call him deranged, this one particular man. I think he's a sick person.
Last month, Donald Trump was charged by Jack Smith's team for illegally hoarding classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. In March, he was indicted here in New York for falsifying business records. And we're still waiting to see whether Georgia's DA will indict him for allegedly attempting to subvert election results in that state. And that wait mightn't be long. Today, the perimeter of Atlanta's Fulton Courthouse was barricaded in what many believe is a clear sign a decision is imminent. Meanwhile, the Mar-a-Lago investigation is heating up too. Late today, Special Counsel Jack Smith added to the more than 36 crimes on Trump's sheet, hitting him with more obstruction charges, including destroying documents and lying to investigators. And caught up in the whole thing, a new defendant. A Mar-a-Lago maintenance worker is now accused of attempting to delete security footage.
This Department of Justice, this Attorney General, this FBI is the most politicized and weaponized we've ever seen.
But even as the evidence and the charges pile up against the former president, his supporters are unwavering. Trump is promising to continue his campaign plans this weekend, with appearances scheduled in Pennsylvania and Iowa. Catherine Firkin for 10 News First, New York.
The White House has said the president will not pardon his son if he's convicted of tax and firearms crimes. Hunter Biden was set to plead guilty and get a plea deal yesterday, but the agreement fell apart after the judge questioned the details.
Is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No. I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Biden was back in court overnight and pleaded not guilty to the charges. The judge has given both parties 30 days to come back with new plans for an agreement or a trial. Conflicting reports are coming out of Ukraine, with key forces claiming that they have liberated a key town near the nuclear power station city of Zaporizhzhia. Holding up the Ukrainian flag, this group of soldiers say that they have just taken control of Staromayorsk, east of the city, and were solidifying positions. But statements from Moscow say Russia is advancing and overpowering Ukrainian forces and their Western equipment, claiming the enemy was pushed back with high casualties. A car bombing in the Syrian capital has reportedly killed as many as 10 people. Local media is reporting 3 children are among the injured. The blast detonated close to a local headquarters of a Shiite militia and went off 48 hours after another explosion nearby. Supporters of Niger's coup have rallied in the streets of the capital and attacked the headquarters of the ousted president's party, setting it on fire and burning cars outside. The army has now declared its support for the coup after a breakaway group seized control yesterday. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken called up the president, who is reportedly under house arrest, and promised Washington's unwavering support. A FedEx delivery driver is being called a hero for dragging an injured man from his burning car. Jonathan Rohrback ran to the flaming vehicle as soon as he spotted the fire, dragging the injured driver away from danger.
Damn, he's lucky to be alive.
The first thing you
runs through your head is there might be somebody inside and I need to get them out.
The driver lost control and hit a crash barrier, causing the fire. Police are adamant that Jonathan saved the man's life. He is a bit more modest about it, though, saying he just did the right thing. What may be the world's longest sandwich has been unveiled at a county fair in Pennsylvania. This 150-foot or 45-metre-long sanger is the work of a local charity which plans to sell off the cheese and salami feast, one bite-sized morsel at a time. For those keeping track of the stats, the huge sanger is made up of 600 slices of provolone cheese and 1,200 slices of half-sweet, half-original Lebanon bologna sausage. These tiny bundles of fluffy joy are the world's newest Sumatran tiger cubs, born to first-time mum Diana at San Diego Zoo. One is a male, the other a female, and are yet to be named. The births are a plus for the critically endangered species, with estimates of only around 400 to 600 remaining worldwide.